There we go. Welcome everybody! This is a special part of the stream for today. It's gonna be called Q&A something something. You can ask us everything regarding the live stream, regarding how it is to live a life of a streamer. We're gonna try and help you out like the most we can. If you have some technical issues or difficulties, we're going to try and help you too. Just keep in mind that we can't just like do remote control and stuff like that during the stream. So just, you know, maybe ask some questions that we can help you with without having to waste 2 hours or something on some little small settings. And let's start with that. I'm glad you stayed here despite not having custom matches anymore.
So Q&A regarding streaming.
Q&A regarding streaming, guys. It's Q&A regarding streaming and life of a streamer. All the personal questions and whatnot we're not going to answer like always. I think personal things should stay personal. Therefore, there's word personal, right? You know, but it just I think some of the things are relevant to the live stream. Some of the things aren't relevant to the live stream. So let's get on with it. Tetaiva, are you gonna stay in the? Do I change the camera or?
Oh, you can put it there.
I can put the camera so I can see a little bit of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of you. Just a little bit of you, and a little bit of doggo. Get up. It's so hard.
Because I'm sitting on a
higher chair.
You need to pull your chair a little bit up.
I can't anymore because my legs won't fit under the table anymore.
But you're not playing, so you can go a little bit back and then go up.
I really can't. I really can't go that back.
No.
You know, I really can't go that back. Shen is in the background also. He's sleeping. I can. Yo, wait up! I can zoom out the camera. What am I doing? I can zoom out the camera. Smart.
Advertise here.
Smart things. Alright, guys. Zooming out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Suddenly, you see more of Teta as well.
Ooh!
There we go. Teta is on a bar chair. She's not 4 meters tall.
Yeah, on a.
But we look funny, man.
Red,
we look funny. Why are you not sitting? Why are you not sitting in on some lower chair? We look like, you know, if somebody is going to watch us for the very first time, they're gonna think like a. Tiny, huge. Tiny, huge. All right, guys. Let's read your comments.
Lap Hapini, this is like the fastest way to be banned from this channel.
What did he do?
So don't do that. As I told you, please don't advertise.
I saw your specs. I saw your specs in the description, Sansen. Thanks. Do you have any separate equipment to assist in streaming, Mr. C? We do have from. Let me just see the equipment, which is
written down.
Written down there. The only separate thing that we have is a game capture card, which we use to capture Tetaziva's screen. And apart from that, it's just. I think everything is written here, to be honest. Maybe not. You need a mic. You need a microphone, which is not stated here. You definitely need a high quality microphone. When I started off, there wasn't too many options of a good USB mic. And it just this Blue Yeti Blackout Edition was one of those that I just wanted a simple edition, you know. I didn't want to get another card. I'm just gonna mute the music, by the way. I'm just gonna mute the music.
Can I put it here?
Yeah, you can put it here.
Oh,
I just didn't want. Let me just put this on this screen then as well. I just didn't want to have too much hassle with the audio, so now if I would take another microphone, it would definitely be like an XLR microphone, like the one that you first need to put into like a converter, like sound amplifier that has all those little where you see like DJs having those little equipment thingies. And but at that time I was like, all right, USB microphone, good enough, let's go with that. So yeah.
Why did you stop streaming on Creation channel?
Why did I stop streaming on Croatian channel? It just streaming on English channel is time consuming. since I started streaming, I never streamed less than 5 hours. And when we started Creation Channel, it was actually out of a joke. And because there was a lot of people coming from Balkan and asking on our English channel, oh, why don't you talk on our language, this and that.
We opened it on 1st of April.
And then we decided to open it as a April's first joke, April's Fool joke.
April's Fool, yeah.
And it just kind of, from that moment on, I started playing some PUBG with Chola as well. And he was like, don't be crazy, just do some content on regional channel as well. And he said, we're going to help you out.
Faster.
It will grow faster. And the reality is, national channel grows faster. Definitely faster. Like this. It definitely...
Camera a little bit up.
Yeah, it definitely, we look so funny like this. We look so funny like this.
Totally professional.
Yeah. Why don't you use another small chair as well? You just want to sit on a big one.
Yeah, it's easier for me like this.
Yeah, I know, but even if I'm thinking even if we get another chair, you're gonna want this one. But there's no comfortable.
No, if we get another chair, then I would sit on that chair and I would put my legs up. Yeah.
Okay. So and we decided like, all right, let's give it a shot. But it was very hard, you know. We were running both channels for like 3 months or something like that. It was very hard, guys. It was very hard. You know, I didn't have enough proper rest. We were streaming for 10, 12 hours. And, you know, it was just really hard. Chelsea girl, by the way, Spotty Ozzy was here today. And he was here yesterday as well. He dropped by and said hello. I was so happy about that. Spotty Ozzy was here. So it's just a matter of decision, you know. And we decided we want to try and live from live streaming. And if we want to try and live from live streaming, then reality is that from Balkan area, it's gonna be really hard to live from. And you know, salaries in Croatia, in Serbia, in Bosnia, they're really low comparing to some world countries, and it's illusional to think that we would be able to, with this size of the community, that we would be able to live from that. It's really illusional. So that's the reality behind it. I don't say I'm never going to stream on regional channel anymore. We had regional tournament, which I shoutcasted on a regional channel. And I was thinking, you know, maybe now when I'm playing with the guys, sometimes after the stream, I was thinking about turning on maybe a regional stream as well. But we're going to see, you know, it's all about the feel good. And I really don't want to stream if I don't feel good. And it's really hard to feel good for like 12 hours per day. It's just
can I take a question
live,
for
you know, with all these lights, and it's just a lot of. It's an entertainment stream. After all, entertaining. So it would really be hard to have an entertaining stream without entertainment, you know, without you being the best you can be.
How did you get to know about PUBG?
Oh, I got to know about PUBG through Deadsert. I really love watching Deadsert. Sometimes I love his voice. I don't know if you know, for Deadsert streamer, he's with D instead of E. Instead of A, he has letter 4. Deadsert, and he always tries some new games. And I saw him playing PUBG. And it just came out as he was playing it. It just came out. It was early access. And, you know, I've never played war games. And it just... I was watching that game, and, you know, it had a lot of things combined. And I'm like, you know, maybe it's not... Maybe I should try. And I contacted Deadsert, and I asked him that I'm a streamer also, and if he would recommend this game to somebody who just started playing a shooter. And he's like, the game is very nice and very addictive. You should try and play it, you know, just, you know, for you. And yeah, it was like a year ago, almost a year ago.
Larissa
End of March last
4
year.
4 hours English and 6 hours region. from what I can remember.
From where you can remember, Larissa. And also, I think live streaming on YouTube, it's going to be hard to grow numbers in the community if you stream less than 4 hours. It's going to be hard. YouTube is huge. The amount of people on YouTube is huge as well, but also not every channel gets to be recommended to everyone at the same time. So you gotta see how or why would you like to get recommended to certain kind of people. And if you're live streaming less than 3 hours, 3.5, 4 hours, unless you already have a huge community, it's gonna be hard to get recommended to some other people as well. So yeah.
You must play with Spot the Aussie Sansen. He's really nice. You will have a lot of fun, says Chelsea Girl.
Oh, yeah, it would be. He's playing TPP mostly. I asked him today. He's playing TPP. I'm not playing TPP that much, but I think I could adapt to that. I think I could just play a few matches with him, of course. I'm sure he's very nice. He seems very nice. He said he was gonna visit Croatia in April. He's very, very eager about that. He's like super hyped. And maybe who knows, maybe we're gonna play together. It's gonna be a little hard ping wise because he's in Australia and we're in Europe, so whoever plays somewhere, maybe we meet halfway, like on Asian server. But we'll see. Why not You can also ask him and we arrange something.
Do you have a job? What are you working, or this is your job?
Luca, first there's Luca's question up there. How much did we pay for these headphones?
I answered that.
You answered that already.
Yeah,
It's HyperX Cloud 2. I just checked them up online.
Yeah, he saw that, and I told him that. Really
no,
good.
Luca, we quit our jobs. We actually quit our jobs to pursue a childhood dream, and as crazy as it sounds, I just somehow think we're on the right path. We had really, really serious jobs, but though there's ups and downs with everything in life, right? But when we talk about the business itself, it kind of tends to eat people. Eat people's energies, consume your everything, because if you're that kind of person, and I am that kind of person, I'm a person, if I work on something, I'm gonna do it right, or I'm not gonna do it at all. And it was very hard, at some point we were working over 12 hours per day, and it just kind of I felt tired after some time. It was like I was 6 years in the club, and after that time, I changed like 3, 4, 5 positions even. I got to the executive position, and I got tired, very tired, and I was starting getting sick. Like every literally 10 days I was getting sick, and I knew this was not the right path for me, because like, first of all, your health is trying to tell you something, and I can't just stress less. I couldn't stress less about some things. And we came to the point in our lives where we got some little savings, and where we could make a decision, right? You're always going to come to the point in your life where you can make a decision. And the decision was, are we going to stay working there, have a pleasant life, and financially wise, really, really nice, and for Croatian standards at least. And it just got to like, you're very scared to make a change, and I was talking about that quite a few times already on the stream. But I think, being brave is the hardest thing to be. And it just you gotta make that decision on your own. What are you going to do with your life when you come in your 30s? Like, in your 20s, you're gonna have a lot of questions. In your, like, before 20s, how do you say before 20s? In your teenage age, you're going to be full of ideas. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to, you're going to have the wildest dreams. And then when you get to your 20s, when you talk to your parents, when they tell you, you know, they expect some things from you, either go to the university or just, I don't know, move out of house and find a job, or just find it, you know, it just, there's going to be a lot of pressure on you when you grow up. And it just kind of feels like at least I had to make a decision. You know, I was a professional athlete before that, so it was I'm used to having insane transition. Eva is showing me Mario's gif. I'm used to having a big transitions in life, and but this precise one was like, you know, you come to the point where everybody around you is looking at you and they're thinking, oh, they have everything solved out. Their life is nice, you know, pleasant. But it wasn't my life. It's a nice life. It's a nice life for a lot of people. But it wasn't mine. You know, it was somebody else's life and somebody else's dream. And, you know, we just quit our jobs and decided we're going to live from savings a little bit. We're going to spend the minimum wage in Croatia, which is not high. And we're going to try to make, you know, our dream come true. Like Eva's dream was definitely working something on her own.
I'm not sure that you will find it in Dubai.
Or working something with me, and my dream was playing video games, and I'm like, okay, let's try to do something with these IT things. I finished IT technology university, and I play a lot of video games, and I'm like, I wanted to do something in entertainment industry, in gaming industry. I actually applied for jobs in Blizzard. I applied for jobs in Ubisoft. I never got a single response, apart from the automatic one, you know, your application got received. And I'm like, okay, let's try this.
What about making short videos like 15 minutes that attracts a lot of people?
Where are you right? Up there.
Yeah.
The Clash with Harsh, I was thinking about that. It's very hard to stream and to make videos at the same time. It's very hard to do so. Once you're done with streaming, once you stop streaming, you don't realize how tired you get, but the reality is you get tired. And 15 minutes videos require recording. They require heavy editing, and or not even heavy editing, some editing at least. They require rendering, and that's like for one video, for one 15 minutes video, for example, that I used to do on a regional channel and on international channel, it took me from 6-7 hours to 2-3 days, and it's very time demanding. And Eva has a lot of stuff to do apart from the computer thingies here, apart from the streams. She does much more house things than I do, but I do much more things regarding the stream that she does, what you don't see during the stream. So you're just kind of separated in our whatever we are doing inside the same household. But it's just, I don't know, it would I wouldn't be sleeping. Like if you check PewDiePie, I don't know if he's still streaming at the moment, but when he was streaming, he didn't do videos, and he has like 2 guys that work for him. He just did like 1 or 2 videos per week. It's very time demanding. So I don't know, very hard. I learned how to love me. And I know that I shouldn't overdo stuff. When I overdo stuff, sometimes it just, you know, this is what happened with regional channel and English channel. Like English channel was stuck, a regional channel was growing, but at the same time I was overdoing myself so much I couldn't even sleep properly from all that content that we were producing.
So Chelsea Girl saying, Spot plays a lot of Asian servers, Sansen. I'm definitely going to ask him to play with you if possible.
All right,
you
Chelsea.
You can definitely make such a success of streaming because you are entertaining and interesting to watch.
Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you. It's all about, you know, it's all about synergy, right? It's not about the idea of a streamer. Oh, I want to be a streamer. I'm gonna make it as a streamer. it's gotta be a synergy between us. It's all about relationships here. So if we didn't develop certain kind of relationship or sympathy towards each other, like Chelsea wouldn't donate us, for example, right? Chelsea, you wouldn't donate us. You wouldn't, like, if we were some streamer that just kind of does its stuff. I'm not saying it's not possible. In larger communities, it's really possible, you know. But I don't know, like, for example, some huge streamers, they also started somewhere, right? So I don't know at what point in their life they start living from this, but you know, it just, as we planned, we have to start living from live streaming this year. We have to start living from live streaming this year, or otherwise we're gonna have to find a regular job, at least like Eva or me, on the side as well. And it's gonna be very hard also with the content that then, you know, I would have to do more household jobs. Like, for example, if Eva gets a job, another job, it would be me mostly who goes out with Shen and some of the things. So it just kind of like, we made a decision and it's going in the awesome direction. It's really going in the awesome direction, and I think we'll make it. But thank you for the really nice words, Chelsea. You know, we try to be us. We just try to be us. We're not pretending, you know. It's just how we are in our regular times as well, you know. We laugh a lot. We laugh so much. I wish people would laugh as much as Eva and me are laughing during the day. I really wish for everybody to laugh as much. It just, whatever we are doing, whatever we are saying, we just try to find a positive, something about it that will make us, like, even if the situation is so devastating, you know, we would just look at each other and just, you know, when you start laughing out of being helpless. So it's important to have that vibe. If you don't have that vibe, it's gonna be very hard for you to just make a community as we have here now with you guys. 10 euros donation!
Oh,
what?
shit.
You got scared? Me too! Hashtag 25 centimeters, everybody in the chat right now!
I'm not donating. Smiley face.
Backscatter.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for the 10, man. I'm not donating. I'm participating, right? Thank you, Backscatter, man. Thank you. I'm glad. And, you know, for example, just, you know, Backscatter was with us the other day on Discord channel, and he's having a rough time right now. And his dog is not feeling too well. I don't know, Backscatter, if I can talk about it, though. I didn't ask you for the permission. But it just, you know, it feels nice to be the ones that you guys can spend your time with, because a lot of people who come online, a lot of people who search for communities online, they are essentially or really liking it. They're like gamers, or sometimes people just need some company, and it's lovely to be able to provide company for people who kind of feel a little alone at that time, or lost, or angry. You know, people often just like start browsing internet instead of talking to whoever pissed them off at that time, you know, or either at work or something. And I'm really happy that we can be like your buffer, where you could just kind of come and just, you know, relax and just drop everything around and just be with you. Because through us, what we want to achieve is that you guys hang out with yourselves as well, you know, and that you kind of remember the things that make you happy. And we constantly talk about happiness. We constantly talk about peace, about being content. And, you know, sometimes it just takes one word from somebody else to like bing, you know, turn on your little lamps. And like, right, you know, when I used to be a kid, this made me happy. I'm going to try to, I don't know, paint, or I'm going to try to just take long walks or something. It's all about that, you know, and being part of that is just, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I meet you guys from all over the world. I was traveling the world a lot. And in the past 10 years, I was just traveling it with a club. I was still traveling quite a lot, but not as much as before. And I really missed international people. I really missed people from all over the world. So you guys are helping me, and we somehow are helping you. So it's just like a synergy, you know, it's a synergy. How much,
Antidote. I think I just got inspired for streaming.
Oh, Antidote. There you go. I'm so glad to
Chelsea girl, you should also do in real life streams of your day-to-day life experience. Ma Wolf, hello.
Oh, of your day-to-day life experiences. In what way, Chelsea? In what way? You mean like vlogs or something? We used to do, like, we do vlogs every now and then. You have it on our English channel. Like, if you go through playlists, if you go on main page and you see the We Are Not Gaming Here playlist, you can check some of the vlogs that we did. It's always fun. But somehow, you know, like, whenever we're going somewhere, we just kind of forget the camera. You know, we just kind of forget the camera. And also when we're hanging out with our friends, not everybody is as comfortable with English as we are. So it's really hard to sometimes shoot the vlogs. And then if I would upload a vlog with half of the people speaking Croatian, then I would need to do subtitles also, and it's a lot of work, and I really don't want to put the video on just to put a video. I just want a video to be a product which you guys can experience in total, you know.
Mr. C,
can I just
over time watching you, I noticed that you stream for hours on end. How do you maintain focus and energy during that time? Is it down to diet, keeping hydrated?
It's definitely about keeping hydrated, you know. The guys are laughing at me. Somebody thought that I'm drinking vodka all the time. No, this is seriously water. It would be really funny if I was talking this fast for all those hours for so long with vodka, with just vodka. No, it's water. But as well, it's about this is like a life question for me more than everything else. It's about doing something that you love. Guys, I wouldn't be able to stream for 8 hours. I wouldn't be able to play PUBG for 8 hours if I didn't enjoy it. Trust me. But I really like playing that game. I really still feeling like playing that game. And I used to stream League of Legends. Now when I turn League of Legends, I can't play League of Legends for more than 2 games. I used to stream League of Legends for like 4 or 5 hours, and it was really okay for me, you know. It was okay for me. But now when I compare this game to League of Legends, you're constantly focused, like constantly you have to, I don't know if you know that game, but you're constantly in the match, you know. You have to grind some CS, you have to do this and that. In PUBG there is a little more intense time, and then it allows you some time of like, all right, let's just loot, let's just this, let's just that. So I don't know, time flies. We're streaming for 6 hours. I would say 3 maximum, you know. Now when I see the clock, I see it's 9:30 p.m., but I would say it's much less. So it's all about doing something that you like. You know, when at the end of my working career, at the previous job, at the past job, I was like, you know, it was so hard to stay there for 8 hours. I was so frustrated. I was just so out of ideas. I was so out of, and you know, when I was so out of place, it felt very irresponsible to stay at that work position and just kind of, because we would probably be able to work 30% of what we were doing and still overdo. Trust me, because we were doing a lot. But you know, it felt, I don't want to do that. Like, I'd rather just quit and just focus on something that I like. And now when I do something that I like, time flies. I'm reading all the books that I want to read. It's just like time flies. I don't have enough time for everything. 24 hours is just too little. So this is where energy comes from feeling good. Not even the diet. Like, we eat healthy most of the times now. We haven't been eating healthy when we were working there. We didn't have time. Eva didn't have time to cook. We were eating junk. We were just going to restaurants and eating junk. It just, like, but you know, now we're eating a little better. It definitely has something good. I sleep a lot. I need hours of sleep. And it's just about feeling good. It just, you're not consuming yourself anymore. You're not, your body doesn't get wasted by it. Of course, if you overdo it, sometimes if you stream for 10 hours or 9 or so, you get that feeling of tiredness. But at the same time, like, my heart feels content. You know, it just like breathing. You know, it's just as easy as that.
What about your social life?
Well, social life is my social life was always interesting. Most of my social life was always through the internet when I think about it. And we still have time to do it. We still have time to do it. It just it's definitely less, but it doesn't mean it's less quality. Let's put it that way. Less quality, less, yeah, I would say it. That's awesome attitude.
Larissa, well, I made a joke about that before today, and now I have a question. I know you talk a lot on stream, but how much do you talk off stream? And does your throat hurt after talking? Well,
Larissa,
Larissa.
I always talked a lot when I was a kid. I always talked a lot, and I was so interested in everything, and my parents had a hard time. My schedule had to be 24/7 because my parents had a hard time controlling me. And all of those 24/7 thingies that I had in my schedule, you know, they just made me keep focus. And at some point in my life, and I was always a person that would seek for justice. You know, when I see something injustice, I would... is it injustice? Contrary word to justice. Yeah. When I would see something like that, I would get very angry. I would get very angry easily. It doesn't matter if it involved me or somebody else. If I see injustice towards somebody in my class, I would stand up for that person. I was the first one who would stand up, who would get all angry, whether it's another student, whether it's teacher. I would say I don't think this is right, even if that's none of my business, right? So I was spending a lot of energy. You know, talking makes you spend a lot of energy.
Hi from Malaysia.
And somewhere around
hello to Malaysia.
5-6 years ago, I started changing. And no, even before, you know, I was traveling a lot with my brother. We didn't speak a lot, you know. We also didn't have too many similar topics. We were very different, brother and me. And I was silent. Like, I was with the books a lot of times. Like, when I was in the company, I was just like enjoying the company. When I was alone, I was silent. But now, even when I'm in company, I get very silent sometimes. And what you see on the stream now, for example, it's usually vice versa. You hear Eva 90% of the time, 10% of the time me in real life right now, yeah? Mm-hmm. It's something like that. And and also it's it just, I think for the growth of anything, of you as a person, whether you want to grow in business, whether you want to grow as a person, whether you want to grow, I think it's very important to listen. If you're listening just to start talking something, like if you're listening to another person and you're just having your own thoughts on pause and then just unpause and start play when he finishes, it's not gonna get you anywhere. You gotta start listening. And when you start listening, then you realize that you don't know anything. You're far from knowing anything. Even what you think you know, that especially you don't know. And also, you are not really hearing people around you if you're not listening. So I'm mostly silent now in real life. It's very funny, but you wouldn't say that for me. Probably, but this is different. This is live stream, and this is like a program. I don't like to call this a program because this is just like us being, but it's kind of program. You know, it would be really probably not entertaining it if we were just, you know, silent all the time. So yeah, I'm like that in real life, and my throat hurts after talking. Not as much though, because this just kind of comes naturally, as we said earlier. It just, you know, we're hanging out here. I consider you my friends, and it's easy, you know. So you've been here for a while, you know. I can't remember when was the last time, for example, I canceled the stream because I was sick or my throat hurt, you know. So it says something about about all of that. You know, your health is telling you a lot of things only if you listen.
Depsy was asking, is Sansen a Twitch partner? So many quality options.
Oh, who was that? Depsy.
Mm-hmm.
Dipsy.
Dipsy, sorry.
No, I'm not Twitch partner. Dipsy, that's because we are streaming both on Twitch and YouTube. I am able to become Twitch affiliate, which is like one step before partnership, I think. But in that case, if you would sign a contract, then I wouldn't be able to stream on YouTube. And I don't want to, I'm not ready to lose YouTube. YouTube was always our basic platform, our primary platform. And with YouTube is vice versa. If you're streaming on YouTube, you can stream on Twitch as well. So for now, I think we're gonna stream on both platforms, and a lot of people are streaming during work days as well. So a lot of people have Twitch banned or YouTube banned. So it's actually really good for you guys to be able to switch to another platform if you need to. So yes, we don't have option of sponsorship. I know that, but that's why we have a Patreon page available. So that's it. If you want to check out those options, there it's always there. But we don't like to talk about it.
Aravat is asking Sansen, why don't you try only streaming on Twitch and get partnered? Twitch is much more bigger and better platform for YouTube.
Oh, it's the same thing about it. I don't think necessarily it's better platform. It's still bigger in terms of live streaming, yes, but YouTube is way bigger than Twitch when you look at the whole YouTube, like in the whole. And it's I don't know. I don't say, and I won't say I'm never gonna do that, but we'll see, you know, if we get to the point where Twitch has something to offer. And you know, but before talking about all of that, you know, I think it's important. I talked about relationship earlier, you know, I consider you my friends, and we're still a rather small community, and most of you guys that are coming back here day by day, we know some things about you already, and it just, I would feel sad. I would feel very sad losing some of the people that are here that are maybe not able to go and watch us on Twitch for some reason, then just getting an option for people to subscribe for $5, you know. So it just, right now I think for us, more important are people. And of course, getting money is important as well, but I think people and relationships are more important. It just, you know, and I don't know. And, you know, and Twitch was always somehow, whenever I researched markets a little bit, when I started streaming, when we were deciding where it's going to be Twitch or YouTube or whatnot, you know, whichever stream I went to on Twitch was like, the chat was going wild. People were just spamming random emojis. People were just spamming something. There was no conversation. And I would feel really bad if I had like 5 viewers, which all of them were just spamming emojis. And like you know, I really encourage you guys to talk to each other. And of course, when you talk something on chat, you're also giving us some content to talk about. So there are days when the chat is not as active. And if you realize when the chat is not as active, I'm also not as active because I need some provoking, feedback. not in a bad, I need some feedback from you guys, because it's a two-way street, right? It's a two-way street.
I'm here for 8 months, and from what I remembered, you shut down the stream once because you thought that you had a fever. Says Larissa.
Oh, I shut down the stream, but I didn't shut down the stream before time. I think I managed to run the stream until the end. I remember that when I was feeling ache in my body, and yes, but we were streaming for like at least 6 hours.
There is just spamming emojis.
Yeah, it just, you know, and when I was on YouTube, for some reason, people on YouTube, a lot of them have their personal accounts, in the terms of their name and surname because it's connected to Gmail. And somehow it feels like people were less trolling on YouTube than on Twitch because they had their real name and surname on it. And I don't know, at that time I started streaming on YouTube, but then we started streaming back on Twitch again. We see, you know, you never know. For quality options, you need to be affiliated, but you don't. Sometimes
we have quality options.
We have quality options, by the way. It's random for non-partnered Twitch streamers. It's random, so sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. It's just what it is for now. Well, I really wish they could.
Injustice too, and I find it hard not to speak out, especially if someone will not speak up for themselves. So, how would you handle that?
I'm gonna come to that question soon enough. Shuma, how much money is needed for a good computer?
I didn't want to answer that question because Mario already answered that. I mean, it's, you know.
You can. I think you could
go through the components and.
I think you could go with 6,000 kunas. Shuma, it's less than 1,000 euros.
And what did Mario wrote?
5,000 or 6,000 kunas. All right, that's great. I really wish they can only hear our Discord chats and that awesome time we have. Well, Mario, it's up to them. It's up to them to join us and have fun with us. All right, so what did you say?
Chelsea girl.
Was that up there?
No, I answered to that question also.
Did you answer to Varpax?
Yeah, super awesome artist, designer.
Art and design for the stream. Varpax, are you talking about the cartoon character, all the cartoony stuff? Okay. Speak Italian, speak Spanish. It's like starting a business. Akshay, yes, it's starting a YouTube channel is like starting a business. I approach towards it very rationally, you know. I put a lot of things on the paper. I wrote down, okay, what do I want to do? Let's do something with gaming. Okay, what do I need for that? When you think what do you need for that, you're thinking first, what do you have for that? So when we're talking about starting something, for example, I was always gaming on laptops because I was traveling a lot. And I said to Eva, for the first time in my life, I want to purchase a PC and we need to make space for it in the apartment. And the second thing that happened was Eva like this.
Because there is no place in
the apartment. But we made place in the apartment for that. So
and now I ordered my medium-sized sofa too big for our apartment.
Yeah, hers now it's too big. Yeah, but we're not losing sofa either because it's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so equipment, and then just I had luck at that time, guys, that I was able to get equipment whichever I wanted because we were working very, very hard. We were working some projects on the side. We have our own company along with the job that we were working at. So we're working at some time 3 projects at the same time, really huge projects. So financially, we were able to, like, I was able to get every part of equipment that I wanted. And I said, I want to get equipment which is gonna last me like few years without me needing replacing anything. Or at least not the most of the parts. So this is what I got. Luckily, I have IT University. I finished IT University, so it wasn't too hard for me to browse for components and some stuff. And also when I needed some help, I asked for some friends. But for the streaming part itself, I couldn't ask anybody for advice. Like nobody around me knew anything about it. Nobody did anything about it. And it was such a pain in the ass to find settings, to find the right software, to, you know, you just don't know what to do. And it was really hard. I was just browsing for everything for like 3 months, I think. For 3 months. Yeah. All right. So Chelsea, I hate injustice too, and I find it hard to not speak out, especially if someone will not speak up for themselves. So how would you handle that? Okay. Chelsea, you know, now anymore, it doesn't touch me anymore. It doesn't touch me anymore. If somebody doesn't speak for themselves, as hard as it is, as hard as it is, you know, if it's a benign situation, if it's nothing like too serious, you know, I would say something. Like if I see somebody's being harsh to somebody, I say something, right? I say, you know, there's really other ways to speak to your parents or something, or this or that. But I don't get emotionally involved anymore. I can get involved without getting emotionally involved. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, you know. And if I can't like, first of all, if you see a situation like that, your first thought is be like, you're uninvited. It's not your movie, right? You're not even a side act. So you invite yourself into that movie. And when you invite yourself into that movie, well, you get to choose as well how are you going to react to things and what are you going to do. So it's really important that you don't eat yourself over some things. You can't change things. We're not angels, or we're not gods. Or we all are gods, or we are not gods, you know, depending on how you're looking at it. But we're nothing special comparing to any other person. So it's just a matter of you approaching it to that situation, thinking, okay, I'll try to say something, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's not your job to try and save the whole world, you know. You just,
it was my job.
It was her job. Like she's also justice. But you know, there's gonna be a lot of injustice in the world. But what you can do in your own, yeah, but what you can do in your small circle, that's fine. But you know, going blindly and trying to change everything in the world, it's just gonna drain you out. It's just gonna drain you out. So you gotta be really careful. You should be on your first place. Your health should be on your first place, and after that, you're going to see and do. You're going to think more clearly. If you take care of yourself first, you're going to think and see things more clear. And it's going to be easier to react in situations like that. Of course, every single time you get to thinking, oh, I should have done this, or maybe I should have done that. It's going to happen a lot. If I did this right, if I did that right. But, you know, I think the most important thing is that you don't hurt anybody on purpose, that you don't say anything on purpose to hurt somebody. And, you know, apart from all of that, things are going to just, there's just going to unroll. Situations that you would previously involved into, now you're going to notice, oh, look at this, somebody else got involved into this situation. Oh, look at this girl who got involved into the situation. That was exactly me 7 years ago. And it doesn't, you know, it doesn't mean that you're a less good person. It just means that you're preserving your energy for the right things, you know.
But you have learned your lesson.
Yeah, exactly.
Because as long as you don't learn your lesson, it will keep coming back to you.
Yeah, it just keeps coming back like a...
Until you learn.
Until you learn. Like and some kind of a...
And then you let go of that obrazac?
Pattern. It was just...
And then you let go. And then you're like, okay, it's not that I don't care about it. It's just that I don't want to waste my energy on that.
It was like, for example, whenever you have beggars, when they beg for money, the guys that beg for money... Oh. It just it was very hard for me not to give something, right? Even if it was my last money, I would just kind of give something. And then one person happened to me, and he came with the best story ever, right? It was just so genuine. It was just so true, and I felt so bad for the guy, and I gave him so much money.
And at that time, she had a lot of money in her pocket, and she thought, well there's no coincidence, you know.
It's gotta be for that,
with
you know.
Such a strong story.
Really you know.
Need, and I have really a lot of money.
Yeah, and I can
help a guy.
I could help a guy, you know, and I gave him a lot of money, and I'm just like, dude, okay, I understand. I
my
feel
God,
so
yeah.
bad for you. Just, you know, go, do your thing. And,
Откуда са грижа?
you know,
Кажи ти, откуда
I
са
got the
грижа?
same guy
Сами си клопа.
a week ago at the same spot
With the same story.
with the same story. And
He
you
didn't
know
even
what
remember.
what hurt me the most?
Да, Душан.
What
What
hurt
do?
me the most at that time was like he didn't even remember it was me who gave
No.
him, because you don't get that amount of money. You don't get that amount of money for sure every day. He didn't even remember me. He was a drug addict, definitely, which I understood later on. But he wasn't. He was one of the early ones, I guess. He wasn't really, you know, just. You couldn't tell at first, you know. After that, when I just kind of connected everything, 1 out of 1. But it just, you couldn't tell everything. I was just, you know, he didn't even remember. And I just, you know, what's lesson learned, right? What's lesson learned? So yeah, your interactions with your dog are adorable. Arr, arr.
He just came with nose full of rice, and I'm
Good.
like, where from?
Where from?
He just left a little bit, you know, for
You just
later.
left a little bit for later on.
Ooh.
I wanna do Q&A too. I wanna
Ask
do
me
Q&A
something.
too.
I
Ask
wanna
me
answer.
something.
Ask me something.
Ask me anything.
Whatever you wanna know about me, ask me. Now is the time.
Now is the time. Go. Go.
Opa.
Oh, you hit me. You
Yeah.
hit me, Teta. You hit me, Teta. Good,
Oh,
good,
shit.
good, good.
Yeah. Papa. Yes, Kloppa.
Do I need to look good to begin streaming? What does
You
it mean
have to
to look
feel
good?
good to begin.
What does it mean?
You have to feel good.
Yeah. It just, guys,
Oh,
it's
yo,
about,
yo, yo.
it's all about
Yo.
how you feel. Even if you have like 300 kilos, whatever, just think about the most unattractive person that you would think about. It's
If
all
there was a
about
smile
if that
on, then you
person,
remember
if
it.
that person is feeling good. It just, you have to see past by their looks. You know, if there's nothing, first of all, as a streamer, you gotta be you gotta be aware that there's gonna be people who are always going to say some stuff especially because this is the internet. They're gonna say something, you know.
Especially if you feel good.
If you're the Linda Evangelista, you know, people will come and say you ugly just because they want you get you triggered. So
You ugly, you bitch.
it's all about not caring what other people think. You know, if I would care what other people think, it would be so hard to stream.
Oh, it's not bad.
Every second, you know, I would get triggered by something. But it's just about you feeling good. When you feel good, when you feel comfortable in your body. If you're not feeling good and comfortable, it's not the problem of a person that would say something bad to you. It's your problem. So now if somebody tells me, like, Sansen, you're the most ugly girl I've ever seen, I'm like, okay, you know, it just doesn't touch me. It just doesn't touch me on any part of my, like, any chakra, any level of mine, you know. It's just something that tells a lot about that person, not about me. And of course, there's always going to be people who think you're ugly. There's going to be people who think you're cute. There's going to be people who think you're sexy. There's going to be people who think you stink. You're just... It's people. But what's important is what you think of yourself. If you think you are fat, or if you think you're ugly, then that is a problem.
Yeah.
Then you should. That's an
you
issue.
You will feel hurt. You will feel.
You will feel hurt
not
about what
worthy.
others are saying.
Yeah.
But you know, you gotta make yourself feel good. If you feel good in your oversized body or whatever that is, man, you know, there's nothing. We have a guy. We had a guy at our ex job. He weighs 180 kilos. When he's in the thin phase, he was 164 kilos. So it's I don't know how much that is in pounds, but it's a lot. He's huge. He's taller than me. He's like maybe 185, 190. but he's also very big. And but he said, I love food. He's like, I feel happy when I'm eating. And if I would choose, it fulfills me, and I would die without eating this much. He'll probably die. Well, he definitely is going to die, but I don't know if he's gonna die. We're all
10
going
euros
to die,
donation!
right?
What? You got scared? Me too! Hashtag 25 centimeters, everybody in the chat right now!
Thank you for the nice stream.
Simon.
Simon.
Thank you for the 10. Wow, thank you for the nice stream. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Where
it.
are you? Where are you,
Simon, where are you
Or
on the
Simon.
chat? Is it Simon? On our language would be Simon, but on English it would be definitely Simon. And you would be from Slovenia if you were Simon. Yeah. And it's just important that you feel good. And so he was saying, like, I don't care. So you could say anything to him, and he just, he would just take it with a smile on his face. He's like, yeah, I'm fat. I don't care, because something else is making me happy. It doesn't touch him. Maybe it's not the best advice, because I really think he's overweight because of his own health. But it just, it's just what it is. It's like, that's it, man.
Rapa saying that we need some zeljanica and burek because we are too skinny.
Yeah.
Chelsea girl. Chelsea said, wise words from you both. I'm a lot older than you, but I have learned from you. Thank you.
Oh, Chelsea. Thank you, Dudas. I also think, we are constantly learning from each other, I get to be with my nephews sometimes, and they're like very young, The older one was like 3.5. When we just, we were at the cinema. We didn't see each other in a while, and it was very hard. It was very demanding. Like, even me, we went with 3 of our nephews.
Oh my god!
To the cinema, and
the only cartoon I didn't watch from beginning to the end.
Yeah, and it's just like, I need to pee, and then the other one, the oldest one was like 5.5, and then he was 3.5.
Can I get a popcorn? You have popcorn. I
need to
like
pee.
A lollipop.
I want cola. I need a lollipop. I'm bored.
I would like to go out and sit on the stairs.
Right.
Where's
so
my brother?
anyway, the second one, like the 3.5 one, he's very. He reminds me of me when I was young. My mom says he's the same like me. He's left-handed like I am. I'm the only one in the any part of the family that is left-handed, and this one is left-handed. And it was so funny. And he says to me, fourth time he wants to go out of the cinema. Luckily we were sitting close to the exit, and like Eva stayed with the other 2, and I went out with him, and he's just what are we going, let's play, let's catch each other in the hallway. I'm like, we can catch each other in the hallway a little bit, so I'm pretending to play hide and seek or whatever, and I'm like, but we need to be really quiet because other people are watching movie. And he's like, I'm like, let's just sit and talk. He's like, yes, I would love to sit and talk. And at that moment, you see a child that says to you, let's talk. And I'm thinking, a 3.5-year-old sits quietly next to me and he wants to talk. And it just, ultimately, you remember, what is it all about? It's about relationships. It's not about the movie which he's going to see. It's about, he wants to spend time with me. He just sat next to me, and I'm like, what are we talking about? And he's just like, started talking about something. When kid's 3.5 years old, he's talking something that he was dreaming, and then he's talking something about real life, and then it's all mixed up, and it's like a whole universe full of everything. And I was encouraging that, and it's just wonderful to hear children talking. And it was just, the point is, we learn from everybody. It's not about age. The things that I've been talking with them, sometimes they teach me a lot. They remind me of some things. All of these things we already know. Nobody here is smarter than anybody else. We already know those things, but we somehow, sometimes, with all of those patterns, with all of those imposed things on us, we just kind of forget them, or they go somewhere. They're somewhere in the brain, but they're somewhere, you know, far back. And it just somehow sometimes somebody provokes it, and then you think like, oh, look, this person, you know, is maybe wiser than me. It's not about that. It's just about you know, somebody turn on your light, right? Did somebody say sexy? Hi, Sansen and Eva. I just want to say you're both an inspiration for people on how to live their lives and be true to themselves and be brave enough to follow their dream. Farstar Enoch, thank you so much. It's a wonderful message from you. And you're correct. Smile and laugh is the only way to go. Guys, it is. You know, you are defenseless against a smile. You're just defenseless against a smile. You can't. Or when he talks.
Like Shen.
Right? There's nothing you can, like,
he's constantly,
if somebody comes to you and starts throwing out garbage at you, like really bad words or whatnot, you know, you start to laugh. When people start to laugh, people choke. Like, even in the movies, like, every time when somebody starts to laugh, all the villains go like, what is going on? That's what happens in real life. You know, movies are not crazy sometimes. That's also like, people just get confused. Like, I'm throwing garbage at you. Why are you not throwing garbage at me? Because they're expecting that. Always do the unexpected, you know? And just unfortunately, people expect smile and laughs the least nowadays. So just smile. Smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave.
Just smile and wave, boys.
No?
Should you tell him that there is no... No, just smile and wave, boys.
Go. Oh, I'm enjoying every single bit of it. Yes, humans. Yes, humans. Do I like Doritos?
Oh, shit.
I have no idea what are Doritos.
You're crazy. I
need to Google that. I don't think Doritos is popular here in Croatia. Doritos.
Yes.
I know what are Doritos, but it's like, oh, it's the thing that you eat. It's tortillas. It's thingy that you eat with sausage, not with sausage, with sauce, with the like salsa or cheese sauce. Oh my God, yes, it's called tortilla here. You eat it in the cinemas. I love it. I always nachos. Eva always orders popcorn.
Half of hers, and then
she always eats everything of mine. So I have to take double the size so she can eat that as well. I love it. Where did I meet Teta Eva? 17. I was around 15. Yes.
15.
17 years ago. Through my brother.
Whole youth passed.
Yeah.
Can you please?
Okay. By the way, I'm gonna put a little noise gate.
Check this.
What? Yep. Test. Okay.
Right there.
What?
Oh, there. There.
No.
Funny picture. Jebem li ti, sve da ti jebem. Turnem ti struju u ogradicu. Pa lupio si me za zubom.
Šta si to radio? Šta si to radio?
First you hit me, then you kiss me. What's wrong with you?
Šta si to radio, Ivi? All right.
You look like a Chinese.
You love seeing shredded people, Gonix. Fit is the new black. Rapa, really? You learn so much from your kids. Exactly, Chelsea, right? It's so, and I also keep on saying to parents a lot, and to my brother, and it just, what pained me the most sometimes with my parents is that, you know, they didn't have time to listen some of the things, and it just, some of those things you remember for so long. If you remember some of those things for so long, it's like a scar or something. Just, I think a relationship between parent and a child should be like the best friendship ever. And even though sometimes it's so crazy, because it's gonna be so crazy for all of us. Like I see 5 years older, younger people than I am, and I'm like, what the hell? This is so much different than I was raised in. But it's all about the trust and being able to speak to each other. And I think, if you're a parent, at least it feels like it. I don't know. I'm not a parent, but the feeling that your child would come to you and say you like what he wants to. I know parent is always gonna be like, you gotta be careful. You gotta not do this. Don't do this. Don't do that. But do you know? Do you notice how you're more saying to your kids, you shouldn't do this, be careful of this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that, don't do that, don't do this is gonna hurt you, be careful of this. It's always about the boundaries. It's always about, and you do it from your heart because you want to protect them and because you've lived life and you know how it is. But the reality is that your kid is gonna try to do some things anyway. And it's just a matter of if he's gonna do it with you knowing, or if he's gonna do it without you knowing. And I think it's much better if you know what your kid is up to than your kid hiding from you and just being afraid of you. So I think it's really important to talk to the kids and just spend time with them and just be there for them. Be there for them, even if they fuck up so badly. Just be there for them. It just feels important. I don't know. You're the one who is raising your child as well at some point. So you might as well give them a credit that they know that they learned something. So yeah, I remember fighting with my mom a lot. It was just, it was just like, I'm like, why are you not giving me any credit? You're also the one who raised me. It just, so yeah, but these are more personal stuff. So, but just listen, just be there for people. This is what it is. What I think about cryptocurrency mining, Adavat, I don't know nothing about it. It just, I'm a little embarrassed that I'm somebody with who is IT educated and don't know nothing about cryptocurrencies. I don't know nothing about it. And I don't have a PC that does it. And I don't think I'm going to get a PC that does it. At least not yet. I don't know. Therefore, my opinion on that is like opinion about something that I know nothing about. And which is, I don't talk about it. I love it when you laugh. Rapa, laugh cures everything. Samadaya piano, coda pleasure, cha-cha-cha. Mirkanification. All right. A 12-year-old told me Prodala is so great. Don't laugh. Because I'm gonna start laughing and then it's gonna do... Don't do it. Don't do it. Shit. But do this, do you know if you put your head down anyway they can see you, right?
Yeah, because you put that camera there.
Yeah, you're not hiding from that. Oh crap. Look, I just love it. Shannon lays like this. Can you remove your hand a little bit? Just this one? Yeah. Look at him. He's just like a...
You didn't see him. He was like mesmerized, He was like standing and going like this. And I was going from the tail to the head. Yeah. And it was like, and then he comes like this.
So he ate.
So I should pet him here. And then he sits down, and he's like, and now he's ready for sleep. Look at him. You're laughing at you.
Chen is awake. Not anymore, Chelsea.
No, not anymore.
He's about to faint. He ate. And that's it. All right. I'm so late with the comments. I'm so late with the comments.
Honestly, I just deleted it. So.
My sister and her friends are so amazed how I listen English songs. Don't drink, don't smoke, and don't like to go out. I'm so different in my place. I know two persons in a place. Aha, in your town, in your city, village. They're really amazed how you listen to English songs. So they don't listen to English songs? I think it's important to open yourself towards the world. If you just close yourself into boundaries of your country, I don't know. Just, world is, we're all the same, but so different. I love to learn about different cultures, about, what's normal in our country is not normal in some other country. And I prefer to think of myself as a world citizen over some country citizen, There are very few people that admit things they don't know. Adavat, I think it's the most important thing for personal growth. It's the most important thing. If you don't know something, don't talk about it. Just
say that you don't know it.
Say that you don't know about it. It's just people, people. I saw people getting into the weirdest situations ever just because they didn't say, I don't know. They're like, I know. And then people expect, it's on work, for example. People are just like, you should do this. Okay. And then they come to me like, Sanda, I don't know how to do this. Why did you say I don't know. Now you said I don't know, right? It just, it's important to say things that you don't know. Because there's going to be people who are gonna mock you. But also, there are going to be people who don't. Just recently, what was it? It was a discussion about some rock bands or something. I don't know a lot of the rock bands. I was never listening a lot of rock. I knew like the mainstream songs or hits or something, but somebody said like Black Scorpion. Was it the Black Scorpion or something? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. But why would it be like there's so many information around, and it would be impossible for everybody to know everything about everything. It's just whew. You might as well say I don't know and learn something new, and Chelsea girl, thanks a lot for being here, Dudas. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a lovely night, and see you next time. See you next time, Chelsea. Thank you for the donations, for everything. Your support is
looking forward
tremendous.
To playing with you.
Thank
Chelsea
you,
girl.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good night. This year in summer, I may apply to singing TV show. Stefan Kovacevic. Do it. If it makes you feel happy, just do it. How to get custom server? Tamosa, I got custom server by asking, by applying in application, and I got approved.
I think we will have Disco Ball soon.
Disco Ball soon, yeah.
Oh shit! I can't do it like that. I have to be more patient.
Yeah. Saying, I don't know, it's really difficult for people. But we are living in the world where showing a weakness and not knowing is considered a weakness is bad. It's just a society imposed thing, Adavat, I would say. And when you just kind of get out of it, when you just get out of those patterns, you stop caring. Like, oh, he's gonna laugh at me because I said, I don't know, a band or something. Ooh, right. Boo-hoo. That's it. Fortnite is coming to mobile phones. Yay! I might as well get a new mobile phone for trying some new games. It just... this mobile is... I switched batteries from the old one. Like, I switched batteries because we have two same phones. Eva's not using that one anymore, so I took her battery, thinking that battery is better. Now that battery,
because she didn't want to buy
is lasting
new battery
for like 12%.
Because, like, I don't want to buy a battery.
It's like it's on 100%, you browse for 6 minutes, it's on 60%. You browse for 5 more minutes, it's done. It's off. So it has to be constantly on the charger.
Mario.
Disco, good.
Rapax, I'm awesome. Seriously.
Yeah.
Now for real.
All right. Guys, is there any more questions about live streaming? Godix, you can ask me something, of course.
It's like there are two kind of people. When you say you don't know, I will tell you a trash, and second will teach you how to do it. And that are the people who are really good.
Oh, Koki, your sister had a quarrel with your brother. Is that like a talk? Like a little fight or something? And I said her a few nice things. She asked me where from I learned it. I didn't answer it, but I was thinking about you, Sansen. Ah, Koki. Very nice. Your sister asked you where did you learn that? Your sister is much older than you, Koki, isn't she? Hold on, you can do it. Do you want to play some squads? We're missing one, Konix. Lol, man. We're still having a stream here. Maybe later on. I don't know. Maybe later on. I think daring to be vulnerable is a great strength. Get rid of one's ego. Yeah, Ron the chief. Ron the chief. Hello. Hey man, welcome. It is. It's hard to do that. You know, it just the school and society and everybody's like teaching you to be strong and just, you know, sometimes people take things too literally and it just you know, people learn some way and they learn like if you don't show your vulnerable sides, you're not gonna get hurt. If you don't get hurt, you're gonna do some things better and you're gonna improve or whatnot. People are gonna think better of you. But the reality is, it just, you gotta be honest with yourself, because at the end of the day, you stay home with yourself. And when you look at the mirror, you look at yourself. And when you wake up in the morning, you wake up on your own. And it just, you know, you need to feel content with yourself, and you can't escape yourself, right? So this is the deal, you know, with people who are misusing others, or people who are lying, people who are cheating, people who are it's not about other people not knowing that. It's about, or knowing that. It's about you knowing that. And it just, you know, at the end of the day, when you lie in your bed and when you think or you know you did something wrong, it just you know, we've been there, a lot of us, we've been there, right? And it just you know how it feels when you know you did something wrong, when you could have done better, when you said something to somebody that you really shouldn't, and you know, it eats you, it really consumes you. And it's not just like some blah blah talk. It really consumes you, it really eats your health, it eats you from the inside, and it's your biggest enemy. So you might as well try to change something and try to do something and try to hurt people less, and try to, you know, by hurting people less, by living, by changing your life in some better direction, you're ultimately helping yourself, right? You're ultimately helping yourself. So yeah, have a good night, Adama. Thanks a lot for being here, man. Thank you. Big hugs. Have fun. Yeah. No more customs today, guys. We're done with gaming. All right, guys. Any more questions about the live streaming or just the live? It somehow always feels that questions turn to live questions here, but I like it. I have a question. How to put chat from YouTube and Twitch to OBS? donation. And is there some application or something like that where I can download frames like yours? Frames hockey you will have to buy or make on your own. And about chat from YouTube and Twitch, it's called Restream. It's called Restream. If you do the same thing that I do, you put it from Restream software, restream.io, and you use browser source on OBS. When you go add scene and when you go add element, you go add browser source, and then you copy paste that URL which you have in restream.io. It's really not complicated. Yeah.
Bravo. Good job, man. Good job. This is how you do it.
Did Tetra just sing the tra-la-la-la ding ding dong? But did he just sing the disco ball?
That moment when you start with Q&A about streams. But then you switch to spreading the love, smiles and everything nice. Hakuna Matata. Keep the dream alive.
Captain Planet, thank you so much.
Captain.
Hakuna Matata, do-do-do-do, it's a wonderful phrase. Do-do-do-do-do. Hakuna Matata.
When you enter some new community, you should maybe try to
Take
choose
a
your
Captain
words
Planet.
wisely.
It's all about
Wisely.
spreading
Mario,
just
what did we say about that chill world word? We don't use
love.
it.
You know, it's people need love, and we all strive for we all search for acceptance, for being loved, for being taken care of, and ultimately, like, we all need that little push that will help us achieve our dreams. We all need that little advice sometimes, and you know, ultimately, if you want to start streaming, there's so many things, so many web pages that you can look up to, and just find all the settings and whatnot. But what you really need is some encouragement. You know, I've been encouraged by a friend to do something with gaming. I always knew I wanted to do something with gaming, but I never took the step. The first step to opening a company, our friend told me, like, Sansen, don't be crazy, open a company. I'm like, you know, I had so many questions. And then the second person said to me, like, Sansen, why are you, like, Sanda, why in the earth are you not doing something in gaming? Like, you game, you're a gamer, you love everything about gaming. It's just like, you know, why don't you try something with that? And I was, you know, my first reaction was like, nah, come on, it's a childhood dream. You know, once upon a time I was thinking about it, but this is a whole new life. And so it was actually friends or acquaintances even that just kicked me in the butt. And I was just like, you know what the hell? I'm gonna try. So this is why every single conversation ends up being full with love and understanding and acceptance, and just, you know,
What does this mean?
I just figured out Twitch.
Ah,
Side scatter.
love.
So that's why it ends up with that.
We keep
Because this
fingers
is
crossed for
what
you,
we
Stefan.
ultimately need. You know, we need those things. It's just part of us. And when you get that acceptance from others, and when you get that warm feeling, there's nothing in the world you can't do. You know, from live streaming to just rocket launching, if that's what you would love to do. Can you play that big donation song? Oh my god, this donation is
It's
so
so
big.
It's nice, but this donation is so big.
Big. Oh man, I'm glad you like it. Side scatter was you. Okay, so back scatter, side scatter. So let me guess. Side scatter, back scatter. On some other platform, do you have front scatter nickname? Back scatter, side scatter. So we're missing front scatter. Is that even a word? You all need some Burex, you skinny Applebee's. I'm not that skinny. It's okay. I got oporavila se malo. I got a little better. It used to be worse.
Što bi baka rekla.
Yeah. My grandma is not that afraid for me anymore. Yeah. So that's it, guys. I think this is gonna be it for today. Thank you for being here with us. It's lovely to hang out with you. It's like living room, you know. It feels like we're all here in the living room.
We are in the living room.
And we are in the living room. And so I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Gonna play some matches tomorrow. I'm gonna check out some new games. We might do some new games. I don't know. I'm gonna check this Super Seducer. It sounds super interesting. It sounds like a game where we can troll a little bit or do something, you know. I'm not huge with trolling, but when it comes to video games, we can just have fun. It looks like something that we could do maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Stream powered by Eva.
Buchtle. Ooh, Buchtle stream power.
Don't even mention
oh
them,
my
please,
god,
Rappa.
Buchtle. Oh my god, guys. She makes insane Buchtle.
Yeah. There is no way they can live through day. No way.
Oh, Tetra.
2 days in a row, Rappa.
Tetra. I'm laughing. Rapak, you're more than welcome to come for Butlas.
Please don't come for Buchtla, Rappa.
Please. It means that she's gonna have to make them. It means that we're gonna eat a lot of them. Oh, Teta, when are you going to make some Butlas for?
Do this.
How puppy I need to look.
Please don't look puppy. I was on that
Like eyes
workshop
like this
today,
big. Thank.
so I woke up at oh my god 6:40, and
You
that
basically
lady,
didn't even
that
go to
lady
bed.
that was holding the workshop, she brought such a nice bagels, I would say.
Oh, bagel.
Small, soft, warm bagels.
Why are you saying that right now?
Because I don't want to think about buchtlas do this. I can't do that.
You must.
I can't
You
eat
have
one
to.
buchtla, you know? And if Rappa comes, we will eat all 5.
Top 20 situation. Ogorix was chatting on top 20 situation. All right, guys. That's it. That's it. We're gonna play some music.
Leonardo, just try to be polite. We are not that kind of a community. We are not that kind of stream. There is no boobs here, no cleavage, no anything.
Akshay, bye. See you, man.
So-
Brenda Taylor, see you, man.
If you're searching for that kind of stream, you should search somewhere else. If you want to see more of us and hang out with us, you are more than welcome. Just don't act like a douchebag.
She told you, man. Like, I was... You saw? I was just... She just bam, 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 bammed you. Guys, be the positive change you want to see in the world because the change starts with you. Thanks for being here for this little chit-chat talk. It was like more than an hour long. It's gonna be hard to cut it out, but...
Walking on a thin ice.
Okay, love you, Papa. Okay, love you, Papa. Put the anti-gravity thing on your face. Smile. Smile. It's not gonna hurt you.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Definitely not gonna hurt
Thank you for being here.
Thanks a lot
Thank
for
you.
everybody. Everybody who writes something on chat, especially to the lurkers who are not typing that much.
Brandon, don't
Thank you for
provoke.
being here. Your support is tremendous to us. Thank you for all the donors, for all the new subs and follows. Much love. See you tomorrow, everybody. Have fun.
Thank you, Valid.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum.
A donation. A donation? Yay! Pick your bags, baby. We're going to Vegas. Whee!
HF.
Silvino, thank you for the euro.
HF.
Thank you, Silvino, man.
Thank you, Sylvania.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
So you were lurking the whole time. We see
Thank you,
Sylvania.
lurkers. Thank you, everybody. And just I gotta do this. Leonardo's up. The internet is huge, man. Like if you have aspirations to live with 2 women, by all means, go chase your dream. You're gonna find those 2 women because there must be some 2 girls that want to live with you. But you know, it's not us. Teta, do you want to go live with Leonardo?
No.
No?
He's too
Okay,
young.
sorry, man. It's definitely not the 2 of us you're
He's
searching
too young.
for.
He's
But
too young and
trust
he can't
me,
hear.
trust me, you are going to find girls that you're looking for if you search for long enough, and if that's really what you want to. But trust me, it's not what you would completely think living with 2 girls. You would have to put up with a lot of things. Just think, are you prepared for what you're wishing for? Silvina, thanks again, guys. Everybody, see you. Bye.